Hello, dear ones. Father Peter John coming to you from All Saints Orthodox Church in Bloomington, Indiana. Christ is in our midst. You see these things here, right? They're falling all around. They're kind of swirling. They've been doing this all day. And this is a beautiful thing. We call them flurries, you know. And the snow falls. It's not causing anybody in trouble. It's not making the roads slick. It's not slowing traffic. It's not causing accidents. It's just beautiful. It's like little kisses from nature, you know. It's like God just sending us a little bouquet of white flower petals or something. Okay, no more waxing poetic. Just listen. Now, let's say that these were not harmless. Let's just say for a minute that they were actually dangerous. For example, there was a fire nearby and these were embers, and if they landed on you, they burn your clothes and maybe your skin. No good. Start new fires. No thanks. What if they were mosquitoes and they're all around? You know, they're falling. You just see them to the left and the right and swirling all around, landing on your clothes. Bad news. What if they were bees? You know, that reminds me of a story, actually. So, this week, we celebrated Saint Abigail, the 6th century saint of Ireland. Now, Saint Abigail's known as the patron saint of beekeepers. I want to tell you that story. So, there is Abigail. She's the abbess of this monastery, and she's the shepherdess. That's her job. She takes care of the women in her flock at her monastery. And the women have gardens, they keep bees, they pray. It's a wonderful thing. There's all sorts of things they do. And by the way, she's known for, you know, healing people in plagues, and she's known for, just miraculous things. But this one story in particular, one day she's out and she's tending the bees. And she looks down the hillside and she hears a terrible sound, and she looks and she sees an army coming toward their hill. But the army isn't just marching straight toward them like on a road. The army, it's a local tribal chieftain who's band together the men in his village, and they're going to sack and burn and get more land, get more property, get more possessions, whatever. They're killing livestock. They are destroying crops. They're burning houses. They're bringing terror with them. And she sees them coming, and she knows we don't have weapons. You know, we don't have an army. We don't fight. What are we going to do against these people? Well, she does what she's supposed to do. She prays, and she says, "Lord, help us. Show me the way." And she turns and she sees the beehives, and she gets this idea, this inspiration, if you will, and she says to the bees, "Go." And the bees up and leave their hives in droves, like swarms, like a cloud full of bees rushing down the hillside like little fighter jets or something. Tons of them zooming down the hillside, and the guys are down there with their swords and their this and their that, and they're doing all this stuff that they're doing, wreaking havoc, and all of a sudden they hear the sound. Something's coming. God's vengeance is coming. And they see this cloud of bees sent by Holy Abigail. And the bees, much like these snowflakes, are swarming around their heads and landing on their clothes. And they're terrified because they realize they can't swing at the bees. There's nothing they can do to fight them. So they turn and run all the way back to their village. And without swinging a single sword, without shooting a single arrow, without drawing blood, Saint Abigail, the abbess, defeated the chieftain and his army of marauders and was victorious in the day. So if we ever feel like we are without hope, like something's coming for us, temptation or evil or whatever, pick your attacker. Something's coming for us and we feel powerless. We have to remember Saint Abigail. Ask her to pray for us. Remember what she did. She prayed and she commanded the bees. And because she was so connected with Christ, she lived in the love of Christ. Because of that relationship, even the bees listened to her. Christ is in our midst. He is and ever shall be.